Hello, this is Lady B, the Queen of Wellness. I come before you right now with a new session, and we're going to get this session started right now. And the title of it is Hello, You Did Not Know That You Were Being Set Up. It comes a time when we begin to see the reality of situations that we get ourselves into, and we begin to see even when we are not clear about what is going on. We have this intuition, we have a radar, we have an energy that moves through and before and about us, telling us when something do not feel right, when something is unsettled, and when something is continuously triggering your energy. It comes a time when you realize that you have put your all in all, you have given your all, and you have sacrificed much of yourself. And were they appreciated of anything that you did? At the beginning, it seemed like they cherished you. It seems like you were on top of the mountain on the hilltop, and you felt like this was something that you knew that would be a one time in a lifetime dream that came true for you. Yes, you did, but you were set up. You bend over backwards, and you bend over and you kept bending over for them. You done things for them like you never thought you would do for anyone. You were about you at one time. It was all about what you can get out of the deal. You were always trying to make it seem at one time it was about you. And that's how you end up getting tricked, because as you were putting your all in all into you, trying to figure out about you, trying to learn about you, and trying to love every part of you. You got tricked. You got set up because Mr. Right and Mrs. Right came passing you by, and oh boy, they looked so good. They turned you on, and they even smell good. Their persona gave you every word that you wanted to hear, that you thought you could never ever hear from a voice outside of a book or even a magazine. But oh yeah, you were set up. You were set up so much that you took every breath you breathed in order to make the best for them to be happy. You gave them more happiness than you gave yourself. You took every part of you and you invested it in them as if it was a commodity, as if it was a workshop. And you even made it known to them that in reality, you told them in words without you even knowing, through conversations, that you would do anything for them, because how they made you feel. You had even let them know that it would be nothing that you would not sacrifice yourself for just to be with them. And that's because you were loving someone that didn't love you the same way you loved them. They tricked you, and they kept tricking you the whole while you were in a relationship with them. The whole while they were showing you a good time. The whole while they were coming over to visit you and making phone calls and taking you out to the most glorious, finest places. And oh yeah, they made you feel like you would forever be with them because they had made you feel this way. They had this oral about them, and you died right into it. You were set up. And the reason why you also were set up once again, because you put your all in all trust. And it's almost like you put your trust in them so much, you even sacrifice them for your own family. You sacrifice them for your friends. You sacrificed them for your job. You sacrificed them for everything living and breathing that you had. You sacrificed and you kept sacrificing. And you cried and you cried and you begged them and you pleaded them each time they broke up with you for no reason. They had no reason, but they will cause arguments, start arguments, pick at you, nitpick at you, and continuously would say cruel and vicious things to you. And you would beg and plead and ask them, why are you talking to me this way? Why are you treating me this way? I put everything in you. I love you and I still love you. And you are continuously hurting me. Why? And they will come to you without even batting an eye and look at you in your face, directly in your eyes, and tell you, you are mine. You are mine, and I can do whatever I want with you. You are almost like, as I look at you, when I think about you, even when I smell you when I'm not around you, you are my property. And so you do what I say do. And when it comes to you trying to tell my homeboys, my friends, and all my acquaintances that I'm doing you wrong, they not going to believe you. They going to believe me because I know how to keep it well together behind closed doors. And you know I could do it very well. But you love me, so you're going to accept whatever I put down to you. Yeah, even your kids, when they come and tell you things about me, and they say, you need to leave him alone, you need to leave her alone, because they mean you no good. They are going to hurt you, and they're going to scorn you, and they're going to, matter of fact, they're going to kill you for the simple fact because what they're doing, they're breaking your heart. And it's going to end up killing every breath that you breathe inside of you. And this is where the setup took place a long time ago. It didn't just start. It was just a shield that was covered for a certain time to be revealed. And so, with this being said, and knowing that you see what is going on now, you see the full monster. And that's what it is. You see the full monster that you have been dealing with long time ago. More than a pimp, more than a player, more than a hustler, and more of a dirty dog. That's right. They are a dirty dog, and you might as well look at it, accept it, and look at it in its eye, and let that person know that you see they set you up because they seen the good in you. They seen your beautiful heart. They seen your tender soul. You are like a flower. You were like a rose, and you still like a flower and a rose. You are like a beautiful statue that has been set and waiting for that person, that someone, that person that you had been dreaming day in, day out, continuously dreaming and believing the Mr. Right, that Mrs. Right is going to come and rescue you like a white armor that's going to sweep you up off your feet. And that's what you believe. You felt like a Cinderella. You felt like a dragon lion, a dragon that was so beautiful, waiting for this princess and for her to take you as well, to take you up off of the load that had been on your back, the load that the both side of the species, male and female, has been carrying. Both of you were looking for that special someone. You waited, you reserved yourself, you stayed close to yourself, learning about yourself. You took out time for yourself. You were celibate. You didn't give yourself to anyone. You stayed whole. You stayed true to yourself. You cried a river once again. You cried until you couldn't cry no more tears. But you kept believing. That's all you had to go on. You kept believing that he, she and he was out there for you. And here you meet this person and they spoke all the words that made you feel like a child that was waiting to be rescued. That's right, you were waiting for that special someone to rescue you. And so, with this being said, do not be a victim of your thoughts. Do not be a victim of your thinking. Do not be a victim as you come and as you go in and out of your emotions. Do not allow this scumbag to take you out of character. And I'm coming straight to the point. So you know that you are a very special person and you deserve the best. You were not meant to be from the day that you met them. You were not meant to be mistreated. You were not meant to be talked about. You were not meant to be put down, nor were you meant to be disrespected in front of people and outside of closed doors away from people. You did not deserve the pain that this person has placed upon you. And you talk about it and you repeatedly talk about it. You even go to strangers. You even go to the corner, walking up and down the street, going inside of places of the unknown that you never been because you were trying to vindicate all of this hurt and all of this pain that this person has placed upon you. This abuser, that's what they are. They are a abuser. They place this pain upon you. And because of the pain that they have been in for no telling how many decades of their lives, they have brought that monster that is inside of them. They have vindicated it on you, and you became their codependent. You became their addiction. You became their fix. And every time they will go through these emotions of anger and of rage and of just wanting to tear themselves inside with this rage, these voices speaking to them, they would always come to you when you think about it, because only you know what they have and been inflicting upon you. So you being unaware and surprising to this victimization, it was not your fault. And you got to believe that. It is not your fault. Right now, tell yourself whenever you are going through that emotional pain, whenever you are drowning a river of tears, whenever you are repeatedly playing these songs over and over again, physically, mentally, playing songs that you are reminiscing over them, playing all sorts of things, clothes you pulling out your closet, shoes you're putting on when you and them went out on a date, when you and them were just sitting together. All of those memories, throw them in the trash, throw them away, get them out your center. Start over new. Start bringing in the new. Bring in new commodities. Bring in new things of beauty, little small things to start out with, and accumulate it and let it become more bigger, so you could see. The more you keep bringing in the beauty of a new world for you, the more you'll be able to get that trash, to get that monster, to get that snake, to get that worm out of your life. And you must tell yourself You must tell yourself these words. Repeat these words whenever you feel victimized. It was not your fault. You were set up. It was not your fault. You were set up. When you feel yourself wanting to cry, when you feel yourself want to be on the pitter potter or go out and do something viciously wrong to yourself or thinking all sorts of bad thoughts, you don't deserve to harm yourself. You don't deserve to take your life. And you don't deserve to keep reminiscing over that trash and over that garbage. And you got to look at it like that. You got to see yourself whenever you see this person that came in and stole your identity. They came in and they set you up to break you. That's what they did. And you got to look at it like that. They came to set you up to break you. As when I've done my counseling, when I've done my therapist with other clients, and I would let them know just straight to the point how it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat you. I'm not going to be on the pitter patter with you. I will have empathy for you. I will sympathize you because they didn't have no empathy for you. A person like that, they have no soul. They have nothing inside of them. They're empty. So for me, I'm going to give it to you straight, but I'm going to give it to you in love and careness and warmness, and so you can see the reality of what you have been dealing with. No telling how many years that you've been going through this. It could have been just fresh as well. You could have just met this character, so it could be either or. For those that has been in a long, extensive relationship with this bad, toxic person, or if it's been a short term, it doesn't matter. Abuse is abuse. It doesn't matter from how long, how short, and how much more it's going to be. It is what it is. So just know, being that you were a victim of circumstances of this situation that had occurred upon your life, looking for the love in the wrong place, looking for those things that was not even there. It was all about a persona makeup. It was all about just setting you up to bring you down to